There is something about the Middle Ages, the discoveries, the struggles, and the thirst to prosper. Though the Age of Discovery and the Renaissance gave a lot to the world and reshaped the world in unimaginable ways, it was the Middle Ages that carved the path to the world as we see it today. Yet, there is so little we know of this period in world history. The Battle of Hastings wasn't fought in Hastings. Only a few know that the infamous Battle of Hastings was not fought in Hastings. The battle actually took place at Senlac Hills, located 11 kilometers north of Hastings. The battleground is presently surrounded by Coldbeck Hill at the north and Telham Hill towards the south. The name given to the battle is indeed surprising. There were, in fact, many other places much closer to the battle area than Hastings. This battle was referred to as the Battle of the Hoary Apple Tree, as noted by the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle. This battle was officially called the Bellum Hastingus, or the Battle of Hastings, in the Domesday Book of 1086. There was something called trial by ordeal. Trial by ordeal was a common ancient practice to prove whether or not the accused is guilty. It was considered as the judgment from God himself. In such trials, the person would be asked to complete a specific set of dangerous or painful tasks. If the convict would achieve such tasks and not die, they would be released. Most people at that time believed that if the accused survived or died, it was because God helped them, or because God was angry at them, and therefore deserved to be punished. Then, the court's final decision would be based on how many people are for or against the case. This trial by ordeal continued up to the 16th century. Everyone had just one name in medieval England. The culture of keeping surnames was introduced in England only by 1066. Before that, any child born would have only one name until their death. However, as the population expanded and people started moving to distant lands, it became increasingly difficult to pinpoint a specific individual. That's when the idea to extend the names came up. People were given an additional name apart from their original one. Most people were given surnames based on how they appeared physically, the culture they belonged to, or the work they did. Thus came the names like Paul the Butcher or Richard from Sheffield or William the Ninth.